Like at the start of everything, I told my agent, like, just get me out. Like, I will find a way to make it. It physically, mentally, emotionally cannot be worse. Like,
Yeah, no chance.
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
I will put my life savings on this. It can't be worse.
Guys, before I even give you my thoughts on today's game, this evening's game of the Seattle Storm being defeated by our Las Vegas Aces, okay, our Las Vegas Aces finally got their lick back. I had the displeasure of watching the Connecticut Sun try to take on the freaking New York Liberty earlier today. The game came on around 3 p.m. They got beat so bad, and it was such a boring blowout. I couldn't stand to continue to watch it. I literally just left and went to go take a nap, okay? In the third quarter, we got to talk about this real quick. The Connecticut Sun scored 0 points. Okay, in the third quarter, it was like the score was 28 to like 74. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Back to this current game. The Las Vegas Aces guys just finally got their lick back, okay? Now, in this game, Seattle lost by just 5 points. The game concluded with Las Vegas Aces having 75 points to the Seattle Storm's 70 points. Now, last week, the Las Vegas Aces took on the Seattle Storm at the Seattle Storm's home court, and they lost by a 20-point deficit, okay? The final score was 82 to 102. I'm like, what in the world happened, okay? It got to the point, like, in that game, what was so crazy is that, I believe it was Skylar Diggins. No, it wasn't Skylar Diggins Smith, but somebody from the Seattle Storm had, like, hard fouled Jewel Lloyd. She gets thrown to the ground pretty much, okay? She gets tumbled hard to the ground. And Skylar Diggins Smith, like, literally just looked down at her like she was like a freaking ant on the ground and just kept it moving. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was so much cinema, guys, but unfortunately, I did watch that game the very next morning. But they had scheduled that game with like 4 other games. I believe my Chicago Sky was on. This was like all at 10 p.m. So unfortunately, I had to watch that game early the next morning. All in all, I'm happy for the Las Vegas Aces getting this much needed win, and they licked back. In the first quarter, the Las Vegas Aces scored 27 points. The Seattle Storm scored 17 points. The majority of this game, Las Vegas Aces was in front, okay? Seattle Storm was trailing behind them. Gabby Williams was just getting them threes. Skylar Diggins, Erica Wheeler, okay? She was the pacemaker, the difference maker in this entire game. I don't even remember Erica Wheeler, like, putting on like this last season when she was playing for the Indiana Fever. But we need her at the Chicago Sky. We could really use Erica Wheeler. In the second quarter, the Vegas Aces scored 17 points. Seattle Storm scores 15. The third quarter, Aces score yet another 17 points. And yet again, the Seattle Storm scores 15 points. In the fourth and final quarter, guys, Aces only scored 14 points. And the Storm scored 23 points. Okay, again, Erica Wheeler, Gabby Williams, Naneka Agumake, of course. Everybody in the Seattle Storm just had this hustle about them, okay, in the fourth and final quarter. They almost defeated the Las Vegas Aces again. Let's talk about the individual player statistics, okay? Let's go with the Seattle Storm first. Naneka Agumake put up 9 points. She had 2 assists, 8 rebounds. Alicia Clark had 5 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Ezzy, I can't see her name, Magbeger, I think that's how you pronounce it. She put up 7 points, had 2 assists, 9 rebounds. Gabby Williams, guys, put up 20 points. She had 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Skylar Diggins put up 11 points, had 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Erica Wheeler, she only put up 8 points. It didn't feel like that. It felt like she scored far more. Erica Wheeler put up 8 points, had 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Dominique Malonga, okay, that was really kind of like, coming for the rookie. In the fourth and final quarter, both Asia Wilson and Chelsea Gray scored, I believe, a 3. They splashed a 3 right in front of Malonga's face. Okay, she could not do nothing about it. But she still managed to score 8 points, had 2 assists, and 1 rebound. The Las Vegas Aces, guys. Okay, Asia Wilson finally got her swag back. She put up 19 points, had 3 assists, 7 rebounds, almost a double-double. Kia Stokes, of course, only put up 2 points, had 0 assists, 7 rebounds. Chelsea Gray put up 10 points, had 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Jackie Young put up 12 points, had 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Jewel Lloyd put up 10 points. She had 4 assists and 7 rebounds. Dana Evans, okay, a.k.a. Tasha St. Patrick, she was getting on my nerves last season in the Chicago Sky, but I believe she fits in pretty well with, Las Vegas Aces system. Dana put up 9 points. She had 3 assists, 0 rebounds. Tiffany Mitchell put up 3 points. She had 0 assists, 1 rebound. And Aaliyah Nye, guys, the rookie, okay, she put up 10 points, had 0 assists, and 1 rebound. If you ask me, the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm are brewing up a new rivalry, okay, a much-needed new rivalry in this current 2025 WNBA season, okay? They both represent the Western Conference, okay, in the WNBA, and the fact that they keep going back and forth, of course, the storylines, okay, the storylines that could feed families. Jewel Lloyd, used to be with the Seattle Storm last season, and now she's a Las Vegas Ace. Alicia Clark used to be a Las Vegas Ace last season, and now she's a Seattle Storm. Okay, it's a lot of pieces that's been going, moving around here and there. It's been, allegations. I ain't gonna say of a squabble, but Jill Lloyd was just talking about just recently about how she was just so miserable being at the Seattle Storm, and she talked about with her sports agent how she just needs to desperately get out of Seattle. She don't care where she goes. She don't care if she goes to that team or that team. I just need to get out of Seattle. That was pretty much what she was saying in this recent interview. And again, it was allegations of team bullying. Late last year, I believe in December, November, it was breaking news that there were allegations of the Seattle Storm having bullying going on, mainly specifically, towards Jewel Lloyd, and people were speculating that, Skylar Diggins may be a cancer, a toxic person in the locker room. She seems to, they said that, profanities and harsh language was being used, and et cetera, et cetera. And it was like, Jewel Lloyd, clearly, she possibly feels some type of way about the Seattle Storm to this day. Again, from now on this current season, I will be keeping a hawk eye out, a lookout for all of the upcoming Seattle Storm versus Las Vegas Aces games, because if you ask me, this is the latest and greatest WNBA rivalry. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on today's game. Seattle Storm versus Las Vegas Aces. The Aces finally getting a lick back and defeating Seattle at their own home court. And also, what was your thoughts on the Connecticut Sun getting did like some dishes by the New York Liberty? That game was so embarrassing. I got secondhand embarrassment for them. I refuse to call games if it's a huge blowout, unless it's my Sky, my Dallas Wings, or my Las Vegas Aces, okay? Well, last week, when the Seattle Storm blew out the Las Vegas Aces by a 20-point deficit, it was just too late, okay? It was too late. I was like, I'm not calling the game either tonight or even tomorrow morning. All right, I'm about to try to catch the Minnesota Lynx take on the Golden State Valkyries.